What is the most out-of-touch thing that a rich person has said to you? Not so much said, but more done. I once had a customer inform me that he had a time-sensitive package being delivered and to keep an eye out for it and to let him know. It arrived, and being curious, I asked him what was in it. I wouldn't usually do that, but we both got on well. Basically, he explained how he got fish imported along with many ice packs to keep it as fresh as possible. He commented that it wasn't cheap, but it was worth it. He then promptly fed it to his dog. Why don't you just buy a new car? Dude, it's $20K. Is that a lot? Me, damn, my paycheck was smaller than I thought. I can't go on the trip anymore, sorry man. Him, your parents don't give you a credit card. Me, I'm 23 and no, my parents have never given me money or a credit card before. Him, oh so it's in a trust. Me, dude, I'm poor. I don't have any money. I have taught quite a lot of rich kids piano. One couldn't comprehend that I didn't own a boat. Another didn't understand that the reason I, unlike his parents, don't own a Steinway grand piano is because 1, I need a mortgage to buy one, and 2, I literally don't have a single room in my house that's big enough for it. One of the clients in the bank I worked at, oh you have no idea what a pain it is to own 2 houses and a cottage. Try not to own more than 1 house at the time he told me this. I was in my early 20s working part-time and studying full-time at the university and still living with my parents. Not to me, but on Facebook a friend who worked at Google was complaining about other friends who won't pay for a babysitter to go out. This was like 10 years ago, and he said, what does it cost for a night? Like $250. He was rightly roasted for it. I asked a friend to help me pick up a couch I was buying, and he said that he'd be happy to help, but hadn't ever moved furniture before. After moving it about 20 feet towards the car, he asked to stop. He told me that he felt like he must have been doing it wrong, because it was hard and his hands and arms were getting tired. I was like, dude, that's just what manual labor is. My grandfather showed me a piece of paper with all of his calculations to let me know that I, with no savings and little income, would be better off financially if I bought a house prior to starting grad school instead of renting a place. He did not offer to buy a house for me or front me any cash to do so. If you don't like taking the bus, buy a car. I'm not rich. The owner of 2 car dealerships right before she took her extended family to Jamaica for 2 weeks. Wealthy boss said, my dad always says if there's a problem that can be fixed with money, then it's not really a problem. Spoken like someone who's always had access to money to solve problems. It's 1 banana, Michael. What could it cost? 10? Just take a year off work or something. I'm a teacher. I don't make money when I'm working. I definitely can't take a year off. The world isn't on track to meet its climate goals, and it's the public's fault. ExxonMobil Corp. CEO Darren Woods. You need a license to buy bread. I don't understand why people complain about money problems. Just work harder and you'll be fine. Not to me, but years ago I had a nail client who was the housekeeper for a very famous somebody. Dude had her replace every single light bulb on the entire estate, every 6 months. She, her family, friends, neighbors, favorite manicurist, and salon didn't have to buy light bulbs for years. I bought an ex of mine a thoughtful gift for our first Christmas together and then never got anything in return. His reason? My family doesn't give gifts on Christmas, cause what can you buy a rich person that they can't already buy themselves? Then proceeded to laugh. He most likely said other really out-of-touch things cause he was a definition of a trust fund kid, but this stuck out to me a lot and was one of the many reasons that led to me breaking up with the guy. Bro, you gotta send your kids to private school. The public system is trash. One of the guys I worked with kept having persistent car troubles and was late for work a couple times. The VP of the company said, I can't understand why you guys just don't buy a new car. We were making 10 HR at the time. Also, the company paid for his car lease.